Hi folks. Alright, so we're going to do a quick update here. So a couple things. I'm going to bend down here so you can see me. We're going to get to the significant change to the boat in a second, but I wanted to cover off a couple of things. Other than my boo-boo here, I went a little too wide on the glue. I put in the doublers, and what I do is I use, actually grab it here. I use waterproof Gorilla Glue. And it activates by spraying some water onto the plywood. And basically I glue and screw doublers in. This was an idea from a guy named Glenn, and thank you very much because it works fantastic. So basically you screw and glue on one side, set the floorboard in, and then set the other one on top, and basically glue and screw it down as well. So I like this idea because it's easy to do, and you just use scrap wood and it works great. And it solidifies that floor. It locks those two pieces together. So that's really where we're at right now. The floor is done. It's cut. You can see the bevel here that I cut so that the floor goes right up to the side walls of the boat. And you can see this is the front piece. It's a little trickier to cut, but again, it's beveled at the front here as well, so that it locks in nice and tight. So big change is, and I'll turn it this way, is we're going side console. So basically what's happened is, and I put the camera over on this side here so you can kind of see, that console is 28 inches wide. So it's wide enough that, you know, like, well, I'm a 6'4" guy, so it's wide enough that we can get me in it, no problem at all, and we can get a board on the side here. This is going to go on the side. Obviously this isn't all the way over, and this board here isn't cut to length yet, but this is going to be a little bench on the side for the kiddos. So whether it's one or two of them sitting there, there's at least another spot to sit other than up in the bow. And I've completely opened up the bow. So we've done a full bowectomy on this boat. This whole thing, sides, top, we're all going to get covered in vinyl, two different tones, and there's going to be like a sort of a nice little stitching that's going to go around the edges here to make it look nice. On the front is actually going to be wood, just to give it a nice look, and you'll see why later on why I chose to go with wood for it. Basically, after sitting in this boat and spending a lot of time working on it, I decided that because it is a fairly narrow boat and it's not a very long boat, I decided to just open it up. And the kiddos came out and spent some time out in it, and they decided, yeah, they like the idea. So we have a closed bow boat. We'll try this. It keeps it nice and light and open. So that's what, basically where we're at. I'm looking down here because we got a transom board as well that's already screwed and glued and ready for spar varnishing. So where I'm at right now is just basically creating all the pieces that go together to make this possible. And once I've got all those pieces, then I'm going to spar varnish them all, a few coats on each side and the ends, and then I'm ready for reassembly. So I am going to put the floor in temporarily right now because, of course, those doublers mean that, and I'll put it down here, where the foamular is in the boat, right here, I'm going to have to cut out pieces. So, because it's got to fit into the slot, because obviously it extends down below where the floor is. So that's where we're at. You'll see more of it as it comes along, but anyway folks, have a great one.